What is Cyril Gane doing? From what I'm seeing, Cyril Gane is the most mobile heavyweight that I've ever seen.
He comes to behind it.
Ali was a heavyweight. He's not very big. He's like 210 or something like that. Cyril Gane's more around like the 235, 240, jacked, shredded, and he can still move like he's a lightweight, right? His footwork patterns actually remind me a lot of myself, especially when he fought Francis Ngannou. Really amazing work, fighting square. This is something that most people can't do, especially with their back on the wall, right? Be here, be here, be here. Really not that easy to do that, and most people don't even really think of it. Now, Cyril Gane, maybe he studied me, I don't know, but Cyril Gane seems to have figured this out. And not only can Cyril backshift and switch his stances and fight square on the cage, but he can forward shift as well, which means he's shifting his stance while punching, moving forward, pressing, getting close, getting into a pocket or a punching range. He also has great boxing. He's able to block and slip and counter, right? And we've seen Jon get messed up by guys that can do this. Not to the point where they actually beat him, but to the point where in the highlight, in between the rounds, it's all Jon's head going bang, bang from these counters. Thiago Santos was hitting like sick counters on him, right? He'd slip a punch, bang, come back with the uppercut. Rock Jon. But Jon doesn't care, he keeps moving forward. Now, Cyril has maybe better counters and maybe more power than Thiago Santos, right? His level of striking is way more complex. You have to worry about the kicks and the variety of kicks. Now, I know I talk a lot about kicks. Kicks are really important. They're not the most important factor in a fight. I think hands are more important than kicks. But when most people have hands and most people don't have kicks, having kicks is like having a card up your sleeve. This guy has a crazy variety in both stances. He can kick you Thai style. He can kick you Taekwondo or karate style. There's so much stuff coming at you. It's really, really difficult to deal with. And he's a natural heavyweight. Oh, Jon's a big guy, but when we're talking about Cyril Gane, he's not trying to blow himself up or just not diet, and he's just training and eating, and he walks around at that weight. He's a big dude, and it's not very often that big dudes can move like that. Now, the biggest detriment I feel Cyril Gane is gonna have to get past is the experience. There's no substitute for experience. It's very rarely that you see anybody come into the UFC and just immediately smash everybody, get a title shot, and hold it. It doesn't really happen. It's usually experienced people that have been there for a long time, and everybody else in their generation is essentially kind of aged out and left, and now they're the last one standing fighting these dudes that are somewhat newbies, at least compared to them. Cyril Gane is really gonna have to have a crazy amount of patience in order to overcome that. Another issue we have is that Cyril isn't used to fighting 5 rounds where Jon is, right? So he's gonna have to be super, super patient and conserve his energy. This can be difficult when you have the amount of power Cyril Gane has. Cyril Gane knows he can finish you. He has crazy power in his hands. He has crazy power in his kicks. He knows he can finish you. And sometimes in chasing that finish, you might expend too much energy that you're gonna end up exploited in the later rounds.